Alright everybody, it's Tim here from Lessons on the Web once again, and today we are doing basically a walkthrough of me practicing a tough song I've never seen before, and basically the purpose of this is to just kind of walk you through my little methodology on how I get through those really tough pieces so that you too can tackle those big giant monster pieces yourself. Let's not waste any time, let's get started. Basically, we're going to tackle this fugue, and I'm going to try to just, kind of test out the waters a little bit, see what the beginning of the piece is like. But before I do that, one of the major tips I have for you when you first start playing a song is play the scale of the key that you're in. So if you're in D minor, play the D minor, either harmonic or natural minor scale. But in this case, it's harmonic minor, because if you look in the second measure, we actually have a C sharp right there. So that kind of indicates that we are in D harmonic minor. If you don't know what I'm talking about, check out some of my other videos. But you should still stick around because you can probably still get something really good out of this lesson. So basically what I'm going to do, now that I've played the key, why did I make you do that, the scale by the way? It's so you can visualize the notes that you're using in the piece. So you know by playing the scale that we're using D, E, F, G, A. Then instead of B, we're mostly going to have B flats. That's probably the most important one. Instead of C's, for the most part, we're going to have C sharps. Now that doesn't mean that's all the notes we'll have, but that's for the most part where most of the notes will fit in. This will help you tremendously, basically, when you're playing the piece because you have an idea on how it's all laid out. So here we go with fugue number 4. So like I said, I'm going to start out because I'm advanced enough with 2 hands, but I'm going to go fast? No, I'm going to go really slow. So it wasn't too bad. I'm going to play it again just to kind of see how it goes. There was a little bit of a slowdown in the third measure. That's probably the hardest one. So I'm going to start from there actually. And it got a lot better already. So basically what you want to do is do it line by line, and then if there's a measure you struggled with, don't just move on to the next line. Fix that measure and then move on. But I'm going to try it again just to see if I got it. So I had a little bit of trouble moving from the third measure to the fourth measure, so I'm going to play that again, where I have this A here. So that was a lot better. Okay, here we go. From the same place, just to make sure we got it. I messed up a little bit there. So basically what you want to get so far is the following, just to kind of review. You want to play the scale of the key that you're in. That gives you an idea on what notes are sharp and flat in the key. If you're a beginner, chances are you're going to be playing in the key of C. So you still want to play the C major scale so you get an idea on what notes belong in the key and what notes do not. And then the next part is just play through the first line the best you can with both hands if you're able to. If you're not able to, you got to split it up hands separate. And you want to play through it and then identify any areas that you had problems with. And then you want to go over that area again and then play the whole line again and see how you do. If you keep having trouble, concentrate on that one measure. So if you apply this to the rest of the song, you'll actually be able to learn the song a lot faster than if you just basically breeze right. So say I play the song 10 times in a row. Doing it this way may seem slower, but I'll be able to learn the song a lot faster than if I played it 10 times in a row from beginning to end. Now, why is that? Because if I'm playing from beginning to end, not using this little method, I will be basically skipping over mistakes. Therefore, some areas will just never get good. So if you do it this way, it seems a little daunting, but you can do it. It will go a lot better. So here's the first line again. I messed up right there, so let me start again. And it worked out pretty well. Now I'm going to do the next line. Because it's a new line, I'm going to slow it way down. Not bad for the first playthrough. I did have some trouble there, but I had trouble like in almost every measure. So I'm just going to play it again. And I kind of messed up there with the fingering, so I'm going to play that again. Not too bad. I struggled a little bit with the second and third measure, so I'm going to play those again. It was a little bit better. One thing I noticed is that this is really with Bach, and if you're not quite advanced, you can kind of don't forget about it. But one thing that's important with Bach is holding over the ties. So in the third measure, I actually have a G. It's a G half note, and then I actually have some 16th notes. I had to make sure I'm holding that G. That's one thing I always struggled with when first learning Bach. So just keep in mind where those notes are held over. They're very important to what we call the counterpoint. I'm not going to go into that because that's not what the whole lesson's about. But I'm going to play that third measure again, and I'm going to see if I can get that half note. See how I held that finger down for the whole time? That's the key to the whole thing. So let me try the whole line again. Oh, I forgot to hold the G, so I got to start there again. Not too bad. Now that I have the two lines fairly okay, obviously it'll probably go a little bit faster. I'm going to play the two lines to see how it goes from beginning to end. Forgot to hold the notes over. So two areas. It was the end of the first line into the second line, so I'm going to do that again. Now, if you notice, the way the fingering is there is giving me a little trouble, so I'm actually going to hit that with my left hand. It's going to seem kind of strange. try again. That works a little bit better, I think. So not totally perfect, but I did a lot better that time. I was able to hold the note over. I worked on that little thing there. So in just, 10, 15 minutes, maybe not that long, I'm not sure, I'm able to play the first 2 lines. Okay, everybody, so that's the lesson. So if you saw this, as a clip on YouTube, you can feel free to get the rest of it actually as part of my lessons on the Web Academy. That's where the other part of the recording will be held. But if you really want to get in on where the action is, feel free to join us for our live streams at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Friday and Sunday. So check it out and come join us. So I would love to see you there, and I'll see you for the next lesson. Thank you.